Okay. Let's I have a long ride home from Brampton because I'm picking up some stuff we forgot at our Airbnb. And I figured I'd fill this time to get some stuff off my chest because I've been this one thing in particular has really been bothering me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about feelings. Let's talk about emotions, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so it's 2025 now, and I'm really looking forward to the start of the year. I think this year is going to be really good for me. I'm happy and excited about it. But I still I feel empty. I feel like I feel this is so funny to talk about. I don't know, this is so uncomfortable to talk about, but I feel like I've had I feel like I've had I can't even say it. I feel like I've had my heart opened in half, and it's just empty inside right now. Yeah, it's for a couple reasons. I think there's one main one, but the first, holy shit, hold on, this guy just sprayed the hell out of me. The first one is, I mean, every time I go drink or spend time with friends, I think the come down of after the event always has like a post party depression. I don't know what to call it, but I think because I don't really go out too much, I try to keep myself focused and keep myself where I need to be. When I do go out, it hurts me a lot more because I just kind of miss what I am not experiencing. And then when I do get a chance to see my friends and spend time with people I care about, it hurts going home because I won't see them for another month or two or maybe more. But it's necessary, right? It's necessary. Then the other one that hurts is that there's this girl that just has my heart. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, she just has my heart. Like, I cannot, no matter how much I tell myself to focus, don't worry about it, just worry about your career for now, worry about yourself. I think about her a lot. I do think about her a lot. I cannot lie. I worry if she's happy, I worry if she's having a good time, I worry if she feels special. And I cannot get her out of my head. Don't get me wrong. When I'm working, when I'm doing something, my mind is fully on that. But there are times where I'm alone and times where I'm maybe have time to myself, free time, a break, whatever it is. Maybe I'll just be eating and I'll just start thinking about her. Oh, that's so stupid. No, that's not stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I care about her a lot. And it's very, working when you're like trying to work at something or you're trying to move your career forward, it can be very lonely, and you don't really it's hard to find comfort in people. Everyone just, and this is not their fault, this is completely on you or me or whoever, is completely on the person that's seeing it this way. But I just don't feel I still feel alone. Even if I go spend time with friends, I still feel alone. Except for with her. And I can't say I've ever felt that way about someone before, which is kind of scary. Yeah, it just feels comfortable to be around her. Like I can be very reserved, and I tend to hold myself back a bit because I don't want to go down that slippery slope and I just don't think it's healthy that you fall so in love with someone that you depend on them to be happy. I think that's extremely unhealthy. And I'm not there. I don't think I'll ever be there with someone. But that's not to say it doesn't matter to me if they're happy or not. Because it does. And I don't know, every time I see her, I just worry that I'm not hurting her feelings, because I have a feeling that she likes me too. And I worry that I'm not making her feel confused, or I don't know. I don't want her. I know what it's like to leave a night out with them and feel confused after. Feel like you don't know where you stand with them, or if you took a step forward or took a step back. And I don't ever want to make her feel that way. And I worry that I do, because I'm scared of kind of letting things just happen. I get all nervous about it, and I get worried about doing the wrong thing, and then I overthink it, and it turns to a mess, and then I think that's where all the confusion comes. Like, why sometimes is it good, and why sometimes is it confusing? Why are you open sometimes and reserved others? I think I flip-flop a lot, and I feel so bad for doing that. I feel really bad for doing that. And I think she knows that. I think she feels that same way. Because it's not... I think if I'm feeling it, I think she feels it the same. Feels it too. And I don't... Yeah, I think she was there on New Year's, and I think I left it I think I made things very confusing. And I'm not happy about that. So it's just kind of left me really empty. Yeah. Yeah. I care about this girl a lot. It's weird that I'm saying that because I think I've cared about her for a long time, but I don't think it was like this is the most it's ever affected me. I think this is the most it's ever affected me, and I think that because I think it's we've never really been at a point where I felt like things could begin, where I could try to or where we could spend more time together and it'd be comfortable, I guess. I feel like up until this point it was just very like, I care about this person, but I'm happy being friends with them. And I think she felt the same way. She maybe even still feels the same way. Who's to say how she feels? I don't know. But I think we'd been messaging each other a lot more, talking a lot more, and I think it just kind of pushed things forward to a place where it was up to me to make the decision. Is this going to be something I give a shot, or we give a shot? Or is this going to remain in this like limbo of trying to understand how we feel? And I think I don't know if I made the right decision. Because I get really scared about what it would mean if things were to move forward, or if I gave things a shot on my end. And she doesn't have to reciprocate any feelings. If she's not ready, or if she doesn't have any interest, that's completely fine. That's completely fine by me. But I kind of worry about it working out, in a sense that I'm still so far from where I want to be personally. And I don't know what that would look like with someone else in my life. I have, like, I don't have the financial stability or the personal accomplishment that I feel like I'm ready, or I'm even capable of being in a relationship. But then there's the other side of me that says, like, why pass this up, you know? I don't really get this way about anyone, or most people, and it's kind of like, are you gonna let this just pass you by? Are you gonna ignore how you feel? Like, how, if you care enough, if this is something that makes you happy enough, you have to make it work. I'm just scared. I don't know. I'm scared. I want to be able to give her a really, like, I want to be able to give her a lot. And I just can't do that right now. I don't even know if I can give her much time. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And it sucks. It really, really sucks that things are happening the way they are now at this point in my life, in our lives, because she's, you know, equally ambitious and equally driven, has equal more potential than me, to be honest. I'm punching way up. I am punching way up. I hope to God she does not know that, but yeah. You know, she has her own things she has going on in life. It makes me feel selfish thinking that like I said, I could be reading this completely wrong. I got no clue, to be honest with you. But if she is as open as I think she is at the moment, like, how selfish is that of me to get all the way at this point with her and say, no, never mind? Or how selfish is it to say, look, you know, I care about you, but I just can't commit right now. Like, that's not how that works. If you care about someone, you make it work. If they mean that much to you, you'll make it work. I feel horrible because if I'm going to and the other side of me says you can't afford a relationship right now. Like, to be where you see yourself, to be where you want to be. Why'd I say it like that? To be where you want to be, you have to give up. You have to sacrifice. You don't have a choice. You know what? This is embarrassing to admit, but for whatever reason, this low happens at the beginning of every year. Mostly because at the beginning of every year, I ask myself, am I gonna go another round? Am I in it for another round, another year? Can I commit and keep myself from being in a relationship, keep myself from, being not tempted? That sounds bad. It's not a temptation, it's just, can I keep myself honed in on this one thing that I want to achieve? And it's a struggle to answer that question every year because of her. It's not like it's not even like she'd pull me away. I know she'd be so supportive. She would be amazing. There's a reason I like her, is because she's got the biggest heart I've ever seen in anyone. But if I were to make a decision and say I can do it for another year, what's the as much as I might like her, as much as I selfishly would want things to work out, it would be horrible to her to keep the idea of me in her mind and stop her from finding someone else, There's a part of me that thinks I can do both. There's a part of me that thinks I can do both. If I just work harder, if I really commit, I can do both. If I put in the time to develop, okay, sign off the time you have to give with her. It's non-negotiable. You will have to give up time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Could you still make it with the time you have if you just work even harder in those moments? Could it not still be possible? Jesus. Everyone's flashing each other because there's a cop here. What a sense of community. It's so beautiful. Well, like I was trying to get people trying to catch them rolling down this hill. What a dickhead. What was I saying? Yeah. Anyways, moral of the story is I just feel really empty right now because I feel like I left things off in a weird place. I feel like every New Year's we kind of have a nice moment together. We have something that we remember it for. I look back very fondly of New Year's 2023 going into 24 because we spent a lot of time together at that New Year's party or whatever it was. It felt comfortable, you know. But this year was different. I overthought the shit out of it. Instead of just being myself, who I think she likes me for, the version of myself that's not trying to impress, that's not trying to do anything special, it's just being me. I think, yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to spend time with her, but instead I was weird and awkward and boring and unlikable, and that was such a great experience, I'm sure, as it sounds. It was such a good time. I spent time moving balloons because they were all put in one corner and I wanted them to be spread out. I spent time trying to figure out how the TV works because the cable wasn't cabling and the sports games weren't sporting. And I spent time cleaning while we were still drinking. Mind you, we still did spend time together, but I honestly felt like I wasn't even awake. Like I wasn't even, I was not in the driver's seat. I was just letting things happen, and it was not, she really tried with me. I feel so bad. I know, I see the signs, I do. She really does try with me, and I feel bad every single time because there are some days I am just so unavailable. It's so bad to laugh at, but there are genuinely some days where I am just a fucking brick wall, and she will try her heart out, and I will not be there, not reciprocating. And like I said, part of that is the fear, but part of that is just, part of that's kind of what this last year has done to me. Like, I'm just not, I kind of miss being who I used to be. That sounds really corny, but I do miss being who I used to be. I used to be very infectious and like bubbly, and I've very much lost that. I just don't have it used to just come naturally. I just felt like I had so much to give to other people, and now when I try to do the same thing, it just feels so forced. Like I'm not, yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. And I want to be that person again. I want to make people feel special. I want to make them happy. I want to make them comfortable. That's the biggest thing I miss is, you know, you used to be someone that made people comfortable, and now I feel like I don't do that anymore. I feel like I'm always uncomfortable, and then that just kind of rubs off on other people. It sucks. I really do want to make people feel special. I wish I could just give her a hug and some flowers right now. She really does deserve them. I just, yeah. That's it. I mean, life gets very testy. Life really likes testing me. It loves doing things when I am not ready for them. This might be another one of those. And she's not one of those. She's amazing. But this situation is one of those. Oh, she's great. I don't have enough good things to say about her. This makes it really hard to have to make a decision of what I want to do. But I would like to get her flowers and tell her that I care about her. Not tell her that I like her, because that gives me the ick. But just let her know that I care about her. And tell her that I'm so madly in love with her. No. Can you imagine? Give myself the ick. Ooh. I love you. No. Fuck no. Ooh. Oh, God. I'm getting shivers thinking about it. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. I just wanted to tell you, I really needed to get that off my chest because it was bothering me all day, yesterday and today. Yeah, it sucks. It really, really does suck that this is even something I have to think about, because had I had money, had I had more freedom in my life, had I just stuck with a regular paying job, had I just stuck with school, had I just done all these things and done a traditional route, it could have worked out so easily, and I could treat her as well as I could have ever hoped I could, or I would. If I had those things, I would treat her like the world, treat her the way she deserves to be treated. But I can't do that. I can't give her those things. I can't do that right now. Maybe in the future, but no, I don't expect her to wait. She needs to move on. She needs to find the right person for her, if it's not me. And I need to continue on. Yeah, man. It's not a good feeling. There's a reason I don't talk about my feelings in regards to people and whether I like them or not. It's because it's just not something. It's not something I usually think about very often, but yeah, this time it's just been eating me alive. I think the last time I spoke about this and recorded it, or made my little entry, whatever this is, I spoke about how I think I spoke about how I think I spoke about the exact same thing, saying I don't know if I can commit to something and being afraid of that. Yeah. I was thinking about her back then too. That's so fucking embarrassing. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. This is a hard pill to swallow. Yeah. I wish, if I could treat her like royalty every day, trust me, I would, but I just, the circumstances haven't let me do that. And I don't think I'll be able to for a long time. And I don't want to have some sort of like cuff attached to her when she deserves to find someone that can give her everything she could have ever imagined. And yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think I need to say more. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Thanks for listening, I guess. If anyone is listening, I don't think so. But, I hope you're doing well. I hope you take care of yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful 2025, as you deserve. Take care. I love you.